Hey, Tom Olszewski with Coldwell Banker and Team Olszewski. I'm here with the 2020 first quarter Temecula Real Estate Market update. Wow, not only have we just finished the first quarter of 2020, but we did it in the middle of a pandemic. We have experienced a couple of these, but not at this level. So what does this mean for real estate here in Temecula? Well, for one, homes are coming on the market and they are selling. Inventory is real low, so this could be a good time to sell if you need to sell. I will show a chart of the last 7 days of activity here in Temecula, Murrieta, French Valley, and the Menifee areas, so you can see firsthand what's going on. Homes are being bought and sold if needed. To some, it's a good time with low supply and still high demand. Our business model has changed, and I have a couple of videos to show how we are working through this and getting homes sold. I will have links to these videos at the end of this one for you to take a look at if you haven't seen them yet. So I've been creating these market reports quarterly, and if you find them useful, please hit the like and subscribe button below. It's very helpful, and I want to see if these are being utilized and appreciated. This is the Temecula Real Estate Market Update. So in this video, I will be providing detailed updates on how the Temecula market ended up the first quarter of 2020 and how this quarter compares to the previous year. I will also give you some insight on what the experts are saying the 2020 real estate market will be looking like as we come out of this pandemic. Especially towards that, there's a lot of detail to look at in the future. So I will be creating a video that I will call Top 5 Things You Will Want an Answer For During This Pandemic. First, I want to review some news updates on the financial outlook for the country overall. Over the past year, the market sounded the recession alarm. The average financial forecaster was predicting a 33% chance of a recession over the next year, which is this year. As of the beginning of the year, the new recession model was suggesting only a 20% probability. It was looking much, much better. Economy was rolling, real estate was looking good. This was the 2020 U.S. Outlook recently published by Goldman Sachs. January, February were two of the best months we have had in the beginning of the year in a long time. Real estate was rolling. Well, that all came to a screeching halt in March. And I will touch base more on what's up now in a coming video called the Top 5 Things You Want an Answer For During This Pandemic. So let's get to the Temecula real estate market and how it ended the year. Overall, it remains steady and is still in a seller's market overall. Not a crazy seller's market like we saw in the spring of 2018, but pretty close. It's still a very strong market with only 2 months of inventory and homes on average selling in about 12 days if priced right. The number of active listings is much lower than a year ago. It's down 36.3%. The total number of sales is up year over year 3.1%. As we head into the second quarter of 2020, we are seeing the usual increase in the number of total active listings as we leave the lows of the beginning of the year and build for prime time for real estate during the summer months. As I had stated previously, even with this pandemic, it's a better market to buy and sell as affordability is very, very good. It's driven by low interest rates at conventional rates as low as 3.25%. FHA VA is down as low as 2.875%. The lack of inventory and a lot of buyers looking to take advantage of these low interest rates could mean more money for your home if you sell now before the summer rush, and that's if you can. Let's see how the overall real estate market looked ending up the first quarter of 2020 overall, and then take a look at this last month year over year. So let's dive deeper and see what the detailed numbers look like here in Temecula. First, we will look at the closed sales in Temecula at the end of March. At the end of March 2020, there were a total of 168 closed sales in the city of Temecula of all price point ranges and types of homes. This compares to 163 closed sales at the end of December 2019, which is a year-over-year increase of about 3.1%. The number of sales is above the 2019 numbers, and last year they did not start to pick up until February. Last year's sales had peaked already in May with 228 homes sold, and that matched the best month of 2019. All predictions are indicating third and fourth quarters of 2020 should be a good time for selling and buying, and that's when we'll see the numbers, especially if interest rates stay low as they are predicting and we come off this total lockdown. The biggest decline occurred in the under 700 to 899 segment, and that was down 58.7% year over year. There seemed to be some issues with jumbo loans, and the biggest surprise came in the over 400 to 699 price range, as this segment has been strong and currently has 119 sales with an increase of 22.7% year over year. Next, we will look at the number of active listings. I have a slide on this to show the decrease in listings overall. And as of the end of March, there were 346 active listings in the city of Temecula, which is down from 543 the previous year, decreasing 36.3%. This has been climbing slightly since January. This number varies by segments, with the largest decrease in the 400 to 699 price range, down 37% year over year. It is important to understand these numbers, so if you want to sell your home and it doesn't look the greatest, with this less competition, it would actually be a little bit easier to sell. We can help with that. If you want to go to our new video blog, I have a video covering what top 5 things you can do to get top dollar when you sell. The next important number we will look at is how many months supply of listings do we have here in Temecula. This, along with the number of sales, indicates what type of market we have today. Where are we ending up this first quarter of 2020? So are we still in a seller's market, or was there a shift again? Well, the data as of the end of March shows 2 months of inventory available for buyers. This is down 37.5% overall year over year. With the neutral point being 6 months, we're definitely still in a strong seller's market overall, just not a crazy seller's market like we had first and second quarters of 2018, but still very competitive and very close with the lack of inventory. Because of the diverse types of property we have here in Temecula, there is a difference depending upon what segment you're interested in. The two bookends of opposite ends of the spectrum are the under 400,000 segment that has only 0.7 months supply, making it for a very, very tight segment for buyers. The other end of the spectrum is the over 900,000 segment, and that now has 6.6 months supply, but it's still better than a year ago. With currently 6.6 months of inventory, that has actually decreased 52.2%, taking it from a strong buyer's market mid-2019 to closer to a neutral market. If you have questions about your specific neighborhood or home, please give me a call or send me an email, and I can give you specifics for your area in Temecula and your particular home. Next, we look at home values. Are they still increasing here in Temecula? The median sales price currently for March in Temecula overall is $489,194. This compares to the beginning of 2019, or actually the beginning of 2020, where the median sales price was only $450. This shows about an 8.7% increase year over year. And again, it is important to know that this combines all types of homes and price points. This overall number has a big dependency with how many lower priced homes and higher priced homes sell. The biggest segment increase was the over 900,000 segment, increasing over 13.6% year over year. No price segment had a decrease as of the end of March. It is different for different areas within Temecula, with a large number of brand new homes, estate homes, and older homes. Okay, housing growth will still maintain a positive growth rate for the next 12 months, even if we should see a further economic slowdown in 2020 and people don't go back to work as quickly as they're predicting. Home values, though, are still predicted to increase slightly. So just to show that the market is still strong, here are the numbers pertaining to the percentage of sales price to original list price. Homes overall in Temecula sold at a phenomenal 100% of list price overall, and this increased slightly by 2.1%. It is important to understand these numbers. So again, if you want to sell your home and it doesn't look the greatest, with this lesser competition, it would be easier to sell and get a higher value for your home. But with the current lack of inventory, there's also a possibility of bidding wars on homes in great shapes in a good location. Every home, regardless of the year built, has a completely updated price and a needs work price, or somewhere in between. And as an example, the over 900,000 range only sells at 91.7% of original list price. A lot of negotiation there. The next number to be aware of is the number of days a home stays on the market before selling. For Temecula, at the end of March, that number was 12 days, super low. And this number reflects a whopping 63.6% decrease year over year. This is mainly because of the lower inventory we are currently seeing and buyers taking advantage of low interest rates and buying up those homes quickly as soon as they come on the market. The last item I wanted to quickly provide an update on is how our mortgage rates are currently looking. Rates have remained steady as of the end of this first quarter in 2020, and recent rates are floating around 3.25% for 30-year fixed. FHA VA is about 2.89, depending on the lender. It's down slightly again, and rates have definitely not increased like the experts were thinking they would this year so far. They are expected to rise slightly in the second half of 2020 once we get through this pandemic. So if you have been thinking about buying your first home, or upsizing or downsizing and need a loan, this spring is still a great time to sell and buy before the rates go up. 2019 was the best year for mortgage rates since 2011, but 2020 could break that record if rates continue to stay low. Loan limits have adjusted now for 2020, and for conventional, that loan limit is up to $510,400 in Riverside County, and FHA is up to $442,750 for Riverside County again. Well, I hope this market update has been helpful. Stay safe while we are still on the stay-at-home guidelines. If you have been thinking about buying or selling and would like more information, please feel free to contact me directly at 951-506-5744 or via email at tom@tamilsuski.com. If you would like to receive future market updates, please click again the subscribe button below. And there will be a slide at the end of the video on ways to contact us. The bottom line today, as I see it, is even with the lockdown it's still a great time to buy and sell. We have the means to help you buy and sell homes safely, and there's hopefully going to be more inventory to pick from. So this is Tom Olszewski with Team Olszewski and Coldwell Banker signing out. Make it a great day.